Another convention has come and gone, and it's time for another postmortem. This time I'm going to avoid repeating the same points I made in the PAX South postmortem, which was more about general convention exhibiting know-how. This will be kind of an addendum to that with improvements and other challenges, starting with the good stuff. What a freaking lifesaver. Makes convention life so much easier. If the convention staff doesn't give away chairs, or if chair rental is pricey, which it is, just spend $30 to make standing much easier. Highly recommended. Granted, this is luck more than anything, or connections if you got them. In my case, it was luck. But it's super important for getting people to play the game. People wait at the entrance of the expo hall most of the time. At least I assume so, because I can't remember the last time I was an attendee. But that's beside the point. Point is, having a spot close to the entrances is very beneficial. During PAX, I had a paper sign up for my email list, with only 2 signatures and little to show for it. Now I had it on a tablet, that went to sleep every 30 minutes, but still, and got much more signatures than last time. Credit goes to Daniel Williams for suggesting this in the last postmortem. Pins were still as successful as ever. Gotta restock though. I imagine this aspect of exhibiting will be iterated and improved over time. After the madness that was PAX, it was actually less stressful to show at a mid-sized show. Gave me more opportunity to experiment and try new ways to phrase/sell the game, and even test the limits of how to get people to play it. Still learning to be a salesperson is probably what I'm trying to say here. Remember when I said that flyers didn't work in the last video? This time I made them business cards. Much more compact, easier to carry, and has all the game's information right there. Plus it gives me a chance to milk all that negative space for all it's worth. Alright, now on to the negatives. Though the mat really does help with exhibiting at a convention, it still hurts to stand up for 3 days. And even though South by Southwest provided chairs, it helps to stand up and engage with players while exhibiting. I forgot where I heard or found this, but psychologically speaking, when people see exhibitors standing up at their booth, they're more likely to check it out than they were if they were sitting down, which registers as low energy, even though they don't know it. I hate to think what my legs are going to be like if I keep this up at the age of 40. I know I just said that it's nice to be at a smaller convention for experimentation purposes, but there are negative side effects to this. There's only so many people, and some salesperson strategies are going to get repetitive and obvious to repeated onlookers and players. While we're on the topic of smaller crowds, this was another one that became obvious to me. Granted, it's mostly on the last day. Due to the speedrunning competition, I got a lot of the same people playing the game to beat each other's records, many of them staying at the booth for over an hour to strategize and help each other out. Admittedly, this is a decent problem to have, getting a fan base and all that, and they did go out of their way to let new people play the game, but I can't help but think about it sometimes. Game development does that to people. At the time of recording, I got 2 new members in the Discord server after South by Southwest, the same amount I got from PAX South. I originally thought the problem was because it was on postcard flyers and were too big. I put the link on the business card this time thinking it'd be easier to hold. And if you're a new member in the Discord server and you are watching this, thank you for joining and thank you for playing the game. I'm still learning as I go when it comes to marketing Discord servers. Currently I'm in the process of getting my server verified, so maybe that's it. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of learning as you go, I try to just leave potential players to their own choices, but usually this leads them into looking at it for a few seconds and moving on. I give the usual spiel about what the game's about, how it plays, and all of that, but some will just move on saying, "Oh, cool," or even offer them to grab a pin too early before they decide if they like it or not. I honestly don't like marketing in person. Trying to read people in their facial expressions, it's a whole other puzzle unto itself. In terms of boothing, I think I've improved since PAX South earlier this year. Marketing is more mixed, got more signatures, but same amount of Discord members. Living and learning, I guess. It won't be the last convention I'll be at, so maybe I'll learn some more. As usual, let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Take care of yourselves and have a good week.